Hello, Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Nizanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on Sunday, November 16th, 2025. We meet every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona and Pacific Time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 2 individuals will chant the Buddha Gamana Gatha and Diwa Dapati Gatha. These chants will then be followed by Part 1a, offerings, taking the Disarana and precepts, the Metta chant, and meditation. Part 1b, Adhitthana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, discussions, questions and answers, and some kids reciting Bali prayers from the book. Today's substitute will be Hema Aung. So Hema Aung, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1a, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during your prayer time. It is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around. This can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamana Gatha. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamana Gatha Engira Sasa Unaya Tathahi Seta Rabsio Wajirara Wirojati Kilometer to Sisake Nilayo Nilathanama Pito Dadata Lohita Dhamma Cha Manjita Nikamimsu Papasara Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Oh, sorry. Tiwa Dapati Gata, Tiwa Dapati Adijo, Radima Badi Jantima, Sanado Katio Dapati, Jayi Dapati Brahmano, Ata Sabha Mahoratim, Buddho Dapati Dejasa, Dadisam Dejasampanam, Buddha Wandami Sadaram Edena Saja Wajana Soti Me Hodu Sabada Soti De Hodu Sabada Valentine's.
Gana Sarapati Dina Depina Damantam Sinam Tilokati Pensamburam Bujayami Damunudam Wanda Ganda Guno Bedam Etam Kusuma Santatim Bujayami Munindasa Saripada Sararuhe
Adiwa Setu Lobande Paniam Parika Pitam Anukampam Upataya Patikanatu Utama Adiwa Setu Lobande Pochanam Parika Pitam Anukampam Upataya Patikanatu Utama.
Valentine.
Orgata, 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 Gayagen, Wesigen, Menogen, Tepatoda, Ketendo, Abiedogo, Piawasichin, Ajona, Batama, Dutiya, Tatiya, Tajay, Najay, Doji Miao, Paya Yedana, Taya Yedana, Tanga Yedana Mietong Madogo, Ayo Ate, Ale Emye, လက်စုံမိုး၍ချစ်ခိုးပူဇော်ဖူးညွှန်းမန်းလျှော့တကောပါ၏အရှင်ဖေယားတကောရသောအကျိုးအားကြောင့်အပယ်လေးပါခက်သုံးပါရပ်ပစ်ရှိပါယန္တုမျိုး၅ပါဝိပါတိတရား၄ပါပြဒနာတရား၅ပါတို့မှခါခက်သိကင်းလို့နေသည်ဖြစ်၍မတရားဖို့တရားနေပင်တရားတော်မြတ်ကိုရပါလို့၏အရှင်ဖေယားပါဝန်ထံအဟံဘန္တေတိစေနေနာသဟနာဂသပနာဂတံဥပုသတစီလံဓမ္မမြတ်ချာမိအနုကဟံကတဝါစီလံတေတာမေဘန္တေတုတိယံပိအဟံဘန္တေတိစေနေနာသဟနာဂသပနာဂတံဥပုသတစီလံဓမ္မမြတ်ချာမိအနုကဟံကတဝါစီလံတေတာမေဘန္တေTatiampi aham bante tisrene saha nangasapanagatam uposata silam tamam yachami anukaham gatva silam teta me bando Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangham saranam gacchami Tutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Tutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Tutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami Tutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami Amapane
Lin Lin, it is your turn. Hey Naong, could you please substitute for Lin Lin on Nawanga Sila 9 Precepts, prayer book, pages 10 through 11?
Nawanga Sila Pahanatipata Uramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Adinadana Muramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Abramacharya Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Musawada Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Sura Miraya Majapamadhatana Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Vikala Bhojana Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Nacha Gita Wadita Visuka Dasana Malaganda Vilepana Dharana Mandana Vibhusanatana Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Ujjasayana Mahasayana Veramani Sika Padam Samadhiyami Metta Sahagatena Cetasa Sabapana Bhutesu Paritva Viharanam Samadhiyami Amabante Valentine
Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddho vichacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati satta deva manusanam buddho bhagava Swakato bhagavata tamo Santitiko akaliko ehipasiko opaneiko pachada veti tabo vinyohi
Patipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangha Ujjupatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangha Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangha Samiccippatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangha Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Pugala Esa Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Pahuneyo Lakineyo Anjalika Raniyo Anitaram Punyaketam Lokasa Valentine.
Aham avero homi, abhyapacho homi, anigo homi, sukhiyatanam pariharami, mama mata pitu acharya cha, nyatimita cha, sabrahmacharino cha, arahantu, abhyapachahantu, aniga hantu, Sukhi atanam pariharantu amakam arakatevata imasmim awase imasmim arame arakatevata avirahantu abhyapajahantu anigahantu Sukhi atanam pariharantu.
Rama Bali, it is your turn.
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bala, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Boga, Sabe Atabawa, Pariya Bana, Saba Itio, Sabe Barisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anariya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Menusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Awera Hontu, Abya Pacha Hontu, Anika Hontu, Sukhiyatanam Pariharantu, Dukkha Muchantu, Yadalata Sampatito, Mawika Chantu, Kamasaka.
Purati Maya Disaya Dakinaya Disaya Pachimaya Disaya Uttaraya Disaya Purati Maya Anudisaya Dakinaya Anudisaya Pachimaya Anudisaya Uttaraya Anudisaya Maya Disaya Uparimaya Disaya
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Pariyapana, Saba Itio, Sabe Barisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anaria, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winibadiga, Avira hontu, Avya paja hontu, Aniga hontu, Suki atanam pariharantu, Dukkha mutantu, Yada lada sampatito, Ma wigatantu, Kamasaka. Udam yawa bhavagaja adoyawa awijito samanta chaka walesu ye sada batawijara abhyabaja niweraja nidukaja nubadawa Udam yawa bhavagaja Adoyawa Awijito Samanta Chakawalesu Ye Sata Udakejara Abhyapaja Niwaraja Nidukaja Nupadawa Udamyawa Pawakaja Adoyawa Awijito Samanta Chakawalesu Ye Sata Akasejara Abhyabaja Niwaraja Nidukaja Nupadawa Sadhu 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 Balancon.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Chloe, Maithun, Hingna Ong, Kuzanjo, and Suizin.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is, something will always take your attention away. Maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff. Like a monkey jumping here and there, it is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feelings with happy ones. Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy, you're less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things, you find it easier to focus and learn, you perform better in sports and games, you make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is the difference between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades do we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
Guided muscle relaxation meditation. We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera. Put your hands together with the right on top of the left, with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1, when I say a group of muscles, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2, mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3, feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Now we are going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you are holding a scanner in your hand. You are going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tips of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. The top of your head, your forehead and face, the front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now bring your attention to your back. Beginning at your heels, slowly scan upward. The back of your legs, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you are going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either go down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you're riding on a calm ocean wave. We are now done meditating.
Dukkha petacha nirodha, Baya petacha nibaya, Sokha petacha nisokha, Hontu sabebi panino.
Nahi verena verani samantida kuda janam averena cha samanti esa demo sanantano.
Sapapapasa akaranam kusala supa sampada sachita paryotapanam etam budana sasanam.
Maranam me tuam jivitam me atuam idam me punyam nibbana sapajayo hotu imam punya bhagam sabha satanam bhajema sadhu sadhu sadhu. Valentine.
It is now part 2 of the Dhamma class, and again, please do not eat anything. However, drinking water is not fine. So we'll be starting off with part number 1, which is Chant of Metta Sutta by Mason D, Sarah, Shintha, Hela Om, Sumya Piz, Cynthia, Noel, Biabala, Tiffany, Hinkan Hema, and Rebecca.
Metta Sutta Yasanubhavato Yaga Nevadasanti Pisanam Yanhi Jevanayonjanto Ratim Diva Matandito.
Dukkam supari sutocha papam kanchi napasati ewa mari kunu petam pritam tam banamahe. Shintha, it is your turn.
Shinta isn't here.
Hela, can you... Or, actually, Susan, you can start. Santu sako cha subaro cha apakicho cha salahuka wuti santindriyo cha nipako cha apagabo kuleswa nanugito.
Nacha kuda machare kinchi yena winyu pare upawade Sukino wa kemio hontu sabasata bhavantu sukitata.
Yekechi pana buddhate tasawa tawarawa nawasesa tigawa yewa mahanta majima rasaka anugatula.
Tita wa yewa adita yewa due wasanti awi due Buddha wa samba wesi wa sabba sata bhavantu sukhitata.
Na pao parang niku peta na timanyeta katachina kanchi yao sana patika sanya tanya manya sa duka micheya.
Mada yada niyam buddha ma yusa eka buddha manu rake Ewampi Saba Budesu Manasam Bawaye Aprimanam.
Metanja Saba Lokasmi Manasam Bawaye Aparimanam Udam Adoja Tirianja Asambadam Awera Ma Sapatam.
Idam charam nisi no wa sayano yawata sa vidamido edam sadim adideya brahmamedam vihara midamahu didenja anupagama silawa dasanena sampano kamesu vinaya gedam Nahi jadu gavaseya punaredi metta sudam nididam sadhu sadhu sadhu.
We're now moving on to part number 2, which is Basic Buddhism by Sumya Pin Chingling, then by Chloe Mason Dean Valerie, and then by Noel and Tiffany, then by Grace and Brian, then by Bia Balat and Gina Balat, then by Emma Mate, then by Cassandra and Hila O, and lastly by Soyson Lynn and Victoria. Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chitta Bali, which means regarder of mind. And today I'll be joined by my dear Dhamma friend Shangling. So Shangling, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Baba. My name is Shane Killing and my Buddhist name is Vera Bali, which means brave keeper. And I live in Colorado. So, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about the 5 kinds of good deeds, but we will be asking questions in the end, so please listen carefully. Shangling, please start.
5 kinds of good deeds. Buddhists believe in samsara, which is the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This means that life doesn't end when we die. What we do during our lives affects what happens next. After we die, there are 5 different paths we could take, called the 5 good deeds. Gati means the path we follow after death. Depending on how we've lived our lives, the 5 good deeds are
1. Dewa Gati, heavenly path. This path leads to a blissful realm where beings experience happiness. 2. Manusagati, human path. This is the path to being reborn as a human, where we live now. 3. Nirayagati, hell path. This is the path to a realm of extreme suffering, where beings endure hardships due to their negative actions in this life. 4. Beta Gati, hungry ghost path. This is the path to a realm where beings are perpetually hungry and thirsty, but unable to find food or drink. 5. Tira Janagati, animal path. This is the path to being reborn as an animal, where life is challenging and beings struggle to survive. We will now be asking questions, so my first question is to Sarah. What are the 5 Gadis?
They are the 5 paths a person can take after death, based on their actions in life.
That is correct, thank you. So Shingling, please ask your question.
So my next question is to William. So William, which Gati is the best to be reborn into?
Dewa Gati, heavenly path, and Manusa Gati, human path, are considered good paths.
That is correct. So Humat, please ask your next question.
My next question is to Sarah. What happens in the Beta Gati?
Beings can become hungry ghosts, always searching for food and water but never finding enough.
That is correct, thank you. So Shangling, please ask the last question.
So the last question is to William. So William, how can we avoid bad Gatis?
By doing good deeds, being kind, and following the Buddha's teachings.
That is correct. That is all. Thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe Mason Dean Valerie's turn.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Chloe Chang, and my Buddhist name is Diti Bali, which means keeper of wisdom. I live in Chino Hills, California. So today, my two dear Dhamma friends will be joining me. So Mason, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is Mason D. My Buddha name is Loka Bali, which means guardian of the world. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So, Valerie, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Valerie Chow, and my Buddhist name is Dana Bali, which means the keeper of charity. I live in Chino Hills, California. So, Chloe, what will we be talking about today? We will be talking about the Sukati and the Dukati. I'll go first. Please listen carefully because we will be asking some questions at the end. Sukati and Dukati. Sukati means good path, while Dukati means bad path. Among the 5 gatis mentioned above, the Dewa Gati and Manusa Gati are considered Dukatis or bad or good paths. The other 3 paths are classified as Dukatis or bad paths.
Out of the 3 Dukatis, the Beta Gati includes the Asura Gaya, the miserable ghosts, bringing the total to 4 woeful realms. In Burmese, these are referred to as Apeleba. Additionally, it's important to note that the Nirayagati consists of 8 distinct levels.
We can also divide the Dewa Gati into 3 groups. Kama Dewa. This includes 6 realms filled with beautiful sensual pleasures, where those who have lived virtuous lives are reborn. Rupa Dewa. This includes 16 realms of fine material existence, where beings who have attained one of the 5 Rupa jhanas are reborn. Arupa Dewa. This includes 4 formless realms, where beings who have attained one of the 4 Arupa jhanas are reborn. Now we will be asking questions. So Chloe, please ask your first question. So my first question is to Theory-san, and it is, what does Sukati mean?
It means the good path where happy beings live.
That is correct. So Mason D, please ask your next question.
Well, my next question is to Julia. So, Julia, what does Dugadi mean?
It means bad path, where suffering beings are.
Yes, that is correct. So, Valerie, please ask your next question.
My next question is to Theory-san. So, what are examples of Sugati?
Deva, heavenly beings, and Manusa, humans.
That is correct. So, Chloe, please ask your last question. So, my last question is to Julia, and it is, how can someone be born in Sukati?
By doing good deeds and living a kind life.
That is correct. So, that is all, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching and listening.
It is now Noelle and Tiffany's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Noel and my Buddhist name is Palapalat, which means power personality. So today I'll be joined by my Dhamma friend Tiffany, so could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tiffany and my Buddhist name is Santa Bali, which means peacekeeper. So, Noelle, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about 31 bhumis, so everyone please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. I'll start. Bhumi refers to a realm of existence or a place where one may be reborn. There are 31 bhumis, each representing different types of existence, determined by the nature of our actions. Whether they are good or bad, these 31 bhumis are divided into 3 categories.
1. Kama Bhumi, realms of desire. 11 Bhumis. This category is split into 2 groups. 1. Apaya Bhumi, 4 woeful realms. These are unhappy realms where beings suffer. 2. Kama Sukati Bhumi, 7 blissful realms. These realms are characterized by happiness. They include 6 Kama Dewa Bhumi, heavenly realms, and 1 Manusa Bhumi, human realm.
2. Rupa Bhumi, realms of form, 16 bhumis. In these realms, beings experience different states based on the rupa jhana they attain through meditation.
3. Arupa Bhumi, formless realms. 4 bhumis. These realms are for beings who are free from physical form and exist in a formless state based on their practice of arupa jhana meditation. Both rupa bhumi and arupa bhumi are also referred to as Brahma bhumis. Now you'll be asking questions. So my first question is to Alexander, and what does bhumi mean?
It means a realm or place where beings can be reborn.
Yes, that's correct.
My next question is to Hiyatha, and it is, how many bhumis are there?
There are 31 bhumis.
Yes, that is correct.
My question is to Alexander, and what are the 3 main types of bhumis?
Realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
Yes, that's correct.
My last question to Hiyatha is, where do happy beings live in the realm of desire?
In the 7 blissful realms, including heaven and the human realm.
Yes, that is correct, and that's all. Thank you for listening.
It's now Grace and Brian's turn.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Grace, and my Buddha's name is Kema Bali, which means keeper of security in the mind and body. And today, my dear brother Brian will be joining me today. So, Brian, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Brian, and my Buddhist name is Punya Bala, which means power of goodness. So, Grace, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about the 4 ultimate truths. But before we start, can everyone please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions later at the end. So, Brian, you can go first.
What does ultimate mean? In Pali, Paramatta means something that stays the same in its true nature. It doesn't change no matter where or in whom it appears.
What are the 4 ultimate truths? Mind, citta, our awareness or consciousness, mental factors, cetasikas, feelings and thoughts, like kindness or anger, matter, rupa, the physical world, including our bodies, nibbana, the only absolute reality beyond suffering and change.
How do they stay the same? Some mental factors like greed, lobha, and anger, dosa, never change their nature. Greed is always greed, whether in a kind person, a bad person, or even an animal. Anger is always anger, no matter who feels it.
Everything in the world has its own true nature. By understanding this, we can better recognize our own thoughts and feelings, as well as those of others. Now we'll be asking questions, so Brian, could you please ask the first question?
Snowy, what are the 4 ultimate truths?
They are mind, citta, mental factors, cetasikas, matter, rupa, and nibbana.
That's correct. So, Grace, please ask your next question.
This question to Tintin and is, what is mind, citta?
It is our awareness and how we think and know things.
That's correct. Brian, you can ask the next question.
Snowy, what is special about Nibbana?
Nibbana is beyond suffering and change. It is perfect peace.
That's correct. So, Grace, please ask the last question.
Tintin, why are these truths called ultimate?
Because they never change no matter where or whom they appear.
That's correct, and that is all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching.
It is now Bia Bala and Gina Bala's turn.
Hi, Dhamma class. My name is Kevin Hong, and my Buddhist name is Vyapla, which means power of love. Today, I'll be sharing something to the Dhamma class with my dear brother Gina Plot. So, Gina Plot, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Red Hong, and my Buddhist name is Gina Bala, which means power of winning. So, Bia Bala, what will we be doing today?
Today, we'll be talking about Isa.
Envy. What is Isa? Envy. Envy is when we feel upset because someone else has something we want, like being smarter, richer, or better at something. Sometimes people say hurtful things because of jealousy. Envy often happens when we do the same things. For example, a baker might feel jealous of another baker, but not a doctor. Even monks and teachers can feel envy. When we are jealous and say mean things, we only hurt ourselves. Wise people know that envy brings happiness. A story about envy. A lion lived in a glowing green cave. Nearby, some hogs were upset and blamed the light for their problems. They tried to cover the cave with mud, but the cave only shone brighter. The story shows that when we try to bring others down because of envy, we don't hurt them, we only make their success stand out more. Instead of being jealous, we should be happy for others. So now we'll be asking questions. So June Block, can you please ask the first question? Shinky, what is envy?
Envy is a feeling upset because someone else has something we want.
That is correct. Sophia Block, can you please ask the next question? Gishing, who do we usually envy?
We envy people who do the same things as us.
That's correct. Sajina Block, can you please ask the next question? Shinky, what did the hogs try to do in the story?
They tried to cover the glowing cave with mud.
That is correct. Sophia Block, can you please ask the last question? Gishing, what is the lesson of the story?
Envy hurts us more than others and makes their success shine even more.
That is correct, and that is on. Thank you for listening.
It is now Emara and Mathane's turn.
Hello, Manglapa. My name is Amara, and my Buddha's name is Amata Bali, which means keeper of deathlessness, and I live in Texas. Today, my dear Dhamma friend will be joining me. Mathane, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is Mate. My birth name is Hita Bali, which means good keeper, and I live in Texas. So, Amara, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about Buddha Sasana era. Everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. The Buddha Sasana era started in the year the Buddha passed away. The calendar most people use today is based on the birth of Jesus Christ. It is called AD, Anno Domini, which means year of the Lord. The years before Jesus was born are called BC, before Christ.
The Buddha was born in 623 BC and lived for 80 years. To find the year he passed away, we subtract 80 from 623, which gives 543 BC. This is when the Buddha Sasana era, or BE, began. To find the current year in the BE, we add 543 to the current 80 year.
For example, the year 2025 AD plus 543 equals 2568. So the current Buddha Sasana era year is 2568. If the month may passed already, you add one more. Many Theravada Buddhist countries such as Thailand, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia use this system today.
However, some modern scholars believe that Buddha was actually born in 563 BC, which is 60 years later than the traditional belief.
Now we'll be asking questions. Jewel, when did the Buddha Sasana era start?
It started in 543 BC, the year the Buddha passed away.
That is correct.
So, Lyra, what is the AD calendar based on?
It is based on the birth of Jesus Christ.
That is correct. Jewel, how do you find the current year in the Buddha Sasana era?
Add 543 to the current AD year.
That is correct. So, Lyra, do all scholars agree on the Buddha birth year?
No, some scholars believe he was born in 563 BC.
That is correct. Thank you for listening.
It's now Zin, Joel, and Hingang's turn.
Hello, Lingua Dhamma class. My name is Jo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hina, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hein Long, and my Buddhist name is Sukapala, which means power of happiness. So, Zincho, what are you talking about today?
We will be talking about Venerable Ananda. Everyone, please listen carefully because we will be asking a couple questions in the end. I'll start us off. Who was Venerable Ananda? Venerable Ananda was a very important person in the life of the Buddha. He was not only the Buddha's cousin, but also his loyal and trusted helper for many years. Ananda's father was Amito-dana, the younger brother of King Suddhodana, the Buddha's father. His mother's name was not known.
Ananda became a monk together with 6 other Sakyan princes, Bhajiya, Anuruddha, Bhagu, Gimila, and Devadatta. A barber named Upali also joined them. After listening to a talk by Venerable Buna, Ananda reached the first stage of enlightenment, called stream entry.
The Buddha praised Ananda for having 5 special qualities. 1. He learned many teachings. 2. He remembered everything clearly. 3. He understood quickly. 4. He was determined. And 5. He was an excellent personal attendant.
Ananda served as the Buddha's attendant for 25 years. He could remember all the Buddha's teachings, and later these were written down as the Buddhist scriptures, called the Tipitaka. Because of this, he is called Dhamma Bandhagarika, which means treasurer of the Dhamma.
After the Buddha passed away, Ananda became fully enlightened, an arahant, before the first Buddhist council. At the council, he was responsible for reciting 2 parts of the scriptures, the Suttanta and the Abhidhamma.
Venerable Ananda lived to be 120 years old. He passed away in the middle of the Rohini River. After his body was cremated, the relics were divided into 2 parts, and the people on each side of the river built a pagoda to enshrine them.
That is all, so now we'll be asking questions. My first question is for Meithun, which is, who was Venerable Ananda?
He was the Buddha's cousin and his loyal helper for 25 years.
That is correct. Hime could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Hank, and it is, what made Ananda special?
He remembered all the Buddha's teachings and understood them quickly.
That is correct. So, Zincha, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Meithun again, which is, what happened after the Buddha passed away?
He became fully enlightened and helped recite the scriptures.
That is correct. Hine could you please ask the last question?
The last question is for Meithun, and it is, how long did Ananda live?
He lived to be 120 years old.
That is correct.
That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Suizan, Lilin, and Victoria's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Suizan, and my Buddhist name is Wansap Bali, which means keeper of relatives. Joining me today is my dear sister Linlin and my dear Dhamma friend Victoria. So, Linlin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Linlin, and my Buddhist name is Manopali, which means keeper of minds. So, Victoria, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Victoria, and my Buddhist name is Ujupali, which means honest keeper. So, Swizan, can you please introduce yourself?
We will be talking about Tisarana, and everyone please listen carefully because in the end we'll be asking some questions. Tisarana is a Bali word that is often used in Buddhism. It refers to the three important things that Buddhists take refuge in. Let's break it down in a simple way for kids.
Number 1, the Buddha. The first part of Tisarana is Buddha. The Buddha understood the Four Noble Truths and helped other people understand them too. He showed people how to be kind, peaceful, and happy. Buddhists look up to the Buddha as a role model and take refuge in his teachings.
Dhamma. The second part of Tisarana is Dhamma. Dhamma means the teachings of Buddha. It includes all things Buddha taught about how to live a good life, be kind to others, and find inner peace. Buddhists study these teachings and try to follow them in their daily lives.
And Sangha. The third part of Tisarana is Sangha. Sangha refers to the community of monks or nuns. A good monk who follows the precepts carefully is just starting on the path to becoming a stream enterer, or Sotapanna.
Such monks also have good behavior and other good qualities. That's why they are included in the word Sangha. When we say Sangam Saranam Gacchami, I go for refuge to the Sangha. But lay people, even if they have reached one of the first three noble stages, stream enterer, once returner, or non-returner, are not included in the Sangha in this chant.
So, Tisarana is all about taking refuge in Buddha, his teachings, Dhamma, and the Buddhist community Sangha. It helps Buddhists to find guidance, inspiration, and support as they strive to live a good and peaceful life. Now we'll be asking questions, so Swizan, can you please ask the first one?
My question to Tenzin is, what does Tisarana refer to?
Three important things Buddhists take refuge in.
That is correct. So, Linlin, can you please ask your question?
My question to Olingte is, what are the three components of Tisarana?
Number 1, Buddha, the awakened one. Number 2, Dhamma, the teachings. Number 3, the Sangha, the community of monks.
That is correct. So, Victoria, can you please ask your question?
Tenzin, what is Tisarana all about?
Taking refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha.
That is correct. Thank you, Swizan. Can you please ask the last one?
My last question is to Onlinte, and it is, who is included in the word Sangha when we say Sangam Saranam Gacchami?
Only monks with good behavior and noble qualities are included, not lay people, even if they are noble ones.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
We're now moving on to program number 3, which is choose the correct one out of the given answers by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. For today's program of choose the correct one out of the given answers, my sister Cynthia will be joining me. So, Cynthia, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello to my class. My name is Cynthia. My Buddhist name is Maka Pali, which means keeper of the milpath. Individuals I'll be asking today are Lasandar, Sandy, Ninita, William, Grace, Kamapali, Valerie, Alexander, June, Weiyan, Yano, Snowy, Julia, Alite, Deary-san, Hazel, Mito, Brian, Yambote, and Juju.
Wei Yan, what does Sugadi mean?
It's me, the good power having been there.
That is correct. Thank you. La Sanda, what does Dugadi mean?
It means the bad path where suffering beings are born.
That is correct. Thank you. Sandy, how can someone be born in Sugadi?
By doing good deeds and living a kind life.
That is correct. Thank you. Nenyidan, what does Bhumi mean?
It means a realm or a place where beings can be reborn.
That is correct. Thank you. William, what are the three main types of Bhumis?
Realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
That is correct. Thank you. Grace, who was Venerable Ananda?
He was the Buddha's cousin and his loyal helper for 25 years.
That is correct. Thank you. Kamabali, when did the Buddha Sasana era start?
It started in 543 BC, the year the Buddha passed away.
That is correct. Thank you. Valerie, who do we usually envy?
We envy people who do the same things as us.
That is correct. Thank you. Alexander, what are the four ultimate truths? The answer is they are mind, mental factors, matter, and nibbana. June, what are the three gems or tisarana?
Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
That is correct. Thank you.
May I know what does Sugati mean?
It means the group path where beings live.
That is correct. Snowy, what does Dogari mean?
It means the bad path where suffering beings are born.
That is correct. Thank you. Julia, how can someone be born in Sukati?
By doing good deeds and living a kind life.
That is correct. Alete, what does Bhumi mean? It means a realm or place where beings can be reborn. Dear son, what are the three main types of Bhumis?
Can you repeat that? Oh, realms of desire, realms of form, and formless realms.
That's correct. Thank you. Hazel, who was Venerable Ananda?
He was the Buddha's cousin and his loyal helper for 25 years.
That's correct. Thank you. Midon, when did the Buddha Sasana era start?
It started in 543 BC, the year the Buddha passed away.
That is correct. Thank you. Brian, who do we usually envy?
We envy people who do the same as us, who do the same things as us.
That is correct. Yabongtab, what are the four ultimate truths?
There are mind, mental, facts, matter, and nibbani.
That's correct. Thank you. Juju, what are the three gems or tisaranam?
Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
That's correct. Thank you.
We're now moving on to program number 4, which is Answer the Questions 1 by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my sister Cynthia will be joining me for this program as well. The individuals we'll be asking are Amara, Jewel, Chloe, Lyra, Maydoon, Hazel, Valerie, Ma Dane, Grace, Brian, Sarah, May Cindy, and Sumyape. Amara, please recite the first Padama Buddha Vachana.
Yada hawe patupa wanti dhamma adabino jayato brahmanasa athasa ganga wapa.
You're very close. Thank you for trying. Jewel, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Yada hoe patu bhavanti dhamma atapino jayato brahmanasa vidupayanti tati marasanam suryowa obasaya mandalikam.
That is correct. Thank you. Chloe, please recite the second Manasa Udana.
Kahakarakati tosi punageham nagahasi sabate pasugabaga kahakutam visankatam.
That is correct. Thank you. Lyra, please list the two types of Udana.
1. Manasa udana, a mental utterance or thought. 2. Vachasa udana, a verbal utterance or spoken words.
That is correct. Thank you. Maythun, please list the 5 Nikayas.
1. Diga, long discourse. 2. Majjhima, middle length discourse. 3. Samyutta, connected sayings. 4. Anguttara, gradual sayings. And 5. Kubdaka, shorter and varieties of text.
That is correct. Thank you. Hazel, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Pali.
Next.
Valerie, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Anegajati samsaram, sandavisam anibisam, kahagaram gawe santo, tukajati punapunam.
That is correct. Thank you.
Mate, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Yadahawe Badu Bhawanti Dhamma Adabino Jayado Brahmanasa Vidu Bhayanti Dadi Marasenam Suryowa Upasaya Mantalikam.
That is correct. Thank you. Grace, please recite the second Manasa Udana.
Kahakarakaditosi Punagehemna Kahasi Sabadeva Sukha Bhava Kahakutam Visankatam.
That's correct. Thank you. Brian, please list the 2 types of Udana.
Number 1, Manasa Udana. Number 2, Vachasa Udana.
That's correct. Thank you. Sarah, please list the 5 Nikayas.
1. Diga, long discourses. 2. Majjhima. 3. Samyutta. 4. Anguttara. And 5. Kudaka.
That's correct. Thank you. Miss Cindy, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Pali.
Number 1, Avijja. Number 2, Sankhara. Number 3, Vijnana. Number 4, Nama. Number 5, Salayatana. Number 6, Pasa. Number 7, Vedana. Number 8, Dana. Number 9, Upadana. Number 10, Kama Bhava. Number 11, Jati. And number 12, Jara Maranam.
That's correct. Thank you. Sumipe, please recite the first Patama Buddha Vachana.
Anegajati samsaram sandavisam anibisam kahakaram kawe santo tukajati punaputam.
That is correct. Thank you.
That is all for our program. Thank you for listening and participating.
We're now moving on to program number 5, which is answer the questions to by the central.
Hello, Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Tazanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, I'll be asking a few individuals some questions, so please be ready and prepared. Wei Yan, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Avirahami, Abhyabhajohami, Anigohami, Sukhi Adane Pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Ye No, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama Mata Pitu, Avirahantu, Abhyabajahantu, Anidahantu, Sukhi Adanam Pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Lyra, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Yatimita cha awara hontu, abhyapaja hontu, aniga hontu, sukhiyatana pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Sandy, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Sabrahmachari noja awara hontu apyapacha hontu aniga hontu sukhiyatana pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Snowy, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Bali and English.
Sababa basa akarnam, not to do any evil. Kusalasa upa sampada, to practice good. Satita dapanam, to purify your mind. Etam Buddhana sasanam, this is the teaching of Buddhas, which means this is Buddhism.
That is correct. Thank you. Shinlang, how do you share the merit you gained with all in Bali and English?
You please repeat that?
Sure. How do you share the merit you gained with all in Bali and English?
I don't think I have that.
Would you like to try a different question?
Yeah.
All right. How do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Aham awero homi, apyapacho homi, aniko homi, sukyatanam parihrami.
That is correct. Thank you. Same thing. How do you chant Maranasati meditation in Bali and English? Same thing. Are you ready?
Which page?
On book 1, I'm pretty sure it's page 10. Would you like me to come back to you?
Next.
Okay then. Kama Bali, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents? Kama, are you ready? I'll come back to you as well. Nyambonten, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Nati mita cha avera hontu apyabaja hontu anika hontu sukhyatanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Lasanda, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Next.
Nicole, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Bali and English. I'll come back to you as well then. June, well, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Next.
Are you ready? Coming back to, was it same thing? How do you chant Maranasati meditation in Bali and English?
Death is certain for me. Life is uncertain for me.
I believe that is correct. Thank you. Coming back to Kama as well, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents? We'll try again next week then. And June, are you ready now?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Aham awara homi, apyapaja homi, aneka homi, sukhiyatana pariharami.
That's correct. Thank you. That is all. Thank you to everyone who participated.
We're now at the end of the Dhamma class, so everyone please put your hands together and recite Buddha Sasanam Chiram Tetitu 3 times. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Tetitu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Tetitu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Tetitu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all. Thank you for coming.